Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. With me yet again is Philip Jeffries from COVID and Cult Film. Now we're here for some super exciting news. There has been an announcement. It's pretty fantastic. Let's just get it out of the way. Philip, you've got an article up at Diabolique.
I
Tell-
do. It is
Yeah.
called Electronic Goblins, Claudio Simonetti and His Wonderful Toys, that tells you everything you need to know. And it's on the front page, and I worked hard on it. And thanks to Kat Ellinger for offering me the opportunity to do it, and also to Dima Ballin, who did the layout. I thought Kat did it, but
Hmm.
she said a fella named Dima did it. So I think it looks wonderful, and
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
people read it and like it and enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a
Yeah.
great read, and it's going to be linked, the first link under the description of this video. If you want to go and read it, check it out.
Oh,
You quickly just click
thank
that
you
and
very
go straight
much.
to it.
And
So
I'm also in your associated channels. So there you
yes,
go.
you're there as well. And we're going to talk about Cauldron. Now, I've touched on a few of their releases. You're a big fan of Cauldron as well.
Hmm.
You know,
Absolutely.
the
Absolutely.
kind of stuff that they do has been fantastic. American Rickshaw, fantastic. I just watched the City of the Living Dead 4K and Shanghai Joe, which was just
And it just sold out. And it
it
just, the
just
limited just sold out.
limited. You can still get the standard.
Quickly, before we get into that, I have to say, I can't believe that this hasn't sold out yet.
Yep.
And the reason why I say that is because, yeah, it's still limited. And it was we never did it, but we were going to do an Unearthed Gems Best of 2022. Never happened. It's a little too late for that. But that was my number one pick. So I'm just going to say that. Pick it up.
Yeah, there's a review for that on my channel. I
Wow.
rave about it. It was fantastic.
I know.
Highly recommended. So we're going to jump in and have a look at the 3 Cauldron announcements. Is this the first time they've done 3 titles at once?
Yes, and I guessed them all right.
Okay, let's dive in. We'll have a little look. So first up here, we have The Last Match, which honestly, reading the synopsis just made me giggle, which I'll run through just now. What do you do when your daughter... the cast is fantastic. What do you do when your daughter is framed for drug smuggling during a Caribbean vacation while being held in jail by a sadistic warden? If you're a football star Cliff Gaylor, you call an audible. That seems clunky. Is that just me?
It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
I can't see the font. It's, you know what? Here's the thing. I never learned how to read. I just learned how to write. So that's why Graham reads all these things. But I think you're
You can
probably, yeah. It is
you call
audible.
an audible. You call an audible and do whatever you can to get her out. But when the American consulate doesn't want to be involved with the local attorney, only wants you to grease his palm with no guarantees, your only choice is to take matters into your own hands. Before he can even call the next play, his coach and the rest of the football team, in full uniform, are on a plane packed with weapons and money aimed to free his daughter or to die trying. Doesn't that sound incredible?
It absolutely sounds incredible. I mean, Henry Silva, Martin Balsam, Charles Napier,
Ernest Borgnine?
I'm sold. Sold.
Yes.
Sold.
Yep. And they've got like this little video up, which is about 2 minutes, and it's got clips from all 3 films. And when I put it on, I'm like, why are these guys in full American football uniform firing machine guns? Wow.
Michael Keane talked about it. He said he's seen a bit of it. He says it's bonkers. He said he was really enjoying it. And he says, why are they in football uniforms? Because it's awesome.
It is, exactly. It's fantastic. So this is a 4K restoration from the negative. You get the English audio and the subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. Now, for the extras, we've got Blown Away, an interview with special effects artist Roberto Ricci, American actors in a declining Italian cinema, mini doc by Eurocrime director Mike Malloy. Yeah,
that looks, yeah.
That looks pretty fantastic. I like the Eurocrime one that he did, so sold in that. Understanding the Cobra, a video essay by Eugenio Ercolani. And we have a commentary by Italian exploitation movie critic Michael A. Martinez. That name doesn't ring a bell.
No, neither to me. But hey, it's always great to see a new name and somebody else
Yeah.
being given a chance.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm game.
Yep. We've got a trailer, image gallery, a booklet, double-sided poster, and a slipcase on this one. Now, I think we're both sold on it. It sounds pretty fantastic, yeah?
Oh, are we sold on it?
Yes, we're sold on it. One of
We'll
us
talk about that at the end.
yeah. So let's have a look at the next one, which we have here, which is Top Line. Just look at the artwork. I mean, what the hell's going on here?
What is going on there, fellas, ladies?
Yeah.
Come on.
Take a guess. So down and out author Ted Angelo finds a UFO while searching a cave for treasure. When he tries to warn the media, he soon becomes hunted by various clandestine organizations. But with the help of a new friend, June, they search for the truth while evading certain death. Have the aliens taken over the world? I want to believe. Now, this has got George Kennedy, William Berger, Mary Stavin, directed by Nello Rosati, and practical effects.
Oh, Noah's worked so well.
Yeah, it just rolls off. I've got his full cinema output.
Everything.
Which, yeah, everything. The works.
VHS, Betamax. I have it all. Everything. I was there before them. I was there.
Yeah, and this was another one where the trailer made more sense after I had actually read the synopsis, because when I saw the trailer for Top Line, again, there's melting faces, there's some craziness going on. What's your thoughts on this release?
It looks. I am so hyped for this. Franco Nero is on the disc. He's interviewed. Also, a friend of mine on Facebook, Eric Zaldivar, who reached out to me because he saw my Facebook review when I was writing Facebook reviews of Shanghai Joe, and he did a wonderful visual essay on Shanghai Joe, and it just sold out. And it's a great film, and I'm sure it'll get a standard, obviously. And yeah, it's wonderful that he does a commentary, and I think he does some interviews in there. And he knows his spaghetti western, so I'm sure he's a Nero expert. So yeah. It's been great.
So we've got a 2K restoration from the negative, English audio, English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, Italian audio with English subtitles. And in the extras, we have Blacktop, an interview with Franco Nero, that she said should be pretty amazing. It's going to be go-to straight away. We have The Strange Case of Ted Archer, an interview with Eugenio Ercolani, again, a second one. Alien Terminated, the alien theories of Top Line by parapolitics researcher Robert Skvarla. Now, that could be interesting.
It's all interesting. I really enjoy Cauldron Extras.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll just say the announcements I look forward to. It's not just because we do them together and all this, and this is the first Cauldron probably you've done, but we do imprint films together. I look forward to the imprint ones and then the Cauldron ones, and they are polar opposites. And I just get excited because I have no idea what's coming. And this is the kind of WTF bundle. This is the bonkers bundle. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what the films are actually going to be like. Hopefully they're going to be great. This has got an in-depth audio commentary with Eric Zalvidar, including audio interviews from cast members. So that seems kind of different. A commentary with interviews throughout it. So I'm kind of interested to see how that goes.
I'm sure he handles it well. He's a talented bloke. If you haven't watched it, because I sent you the Shanghai Joe, his visual essay is really good. And so
I'll check that out. I haven't watched it as yet. So this has got a booklet, double-sided poster, and slipcase on this as well. And then on to the last title from this announcement, Off Balance. Just look at the names on this: Michael York, Edwick Fennick, Donald Pleasance, Ruggero Deodato,
and Dominic Lombardo Radici.
Wow. How could we forget?
And it's also it's called Phantom of Death, really, but Off Balance is strange.
Yeah,
I don't know. Anyway,
like Phantom of Death sounds way cooler.
yeah.
When a mysterious disease befalls young virtuosic pianist Robert Dominici, he begins a violent, murderous rampage, taunting authorities with his whereabouts. As Robert's brain and body rapidly decay, Inspector Dati must race to find him before he kills again. So, madman on a rampage, and it's Michael York.
Well, yeah, like I talked to Kat about this. I asked her if she'd seen it, and she says it's bonkers. She says it's bonkers, batshit insane, and you're gonna love it. Like, yeah, she gave it a big old thumbs up. So and hey, Donald Pleasant's returning to the Cauldron canon after American Rickshaw. I really wish I had the limited edition of this.
Although he in that film he was a bit of a bore. So we get a 2K restoration from the negative, English audio, English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, and Italian audio with English subtitles. For the extras, we have An Uncommon Director, an interview with Ruggero Deodato, one of the final interviews with the director filmed in July 2022. So, interested in that. We've got a commentary. We have a trailer, and an Italian trailer and an English trailer, and we have the CD soundtrack with this one. How do you feel about that? You're the music guy, so
yeah, I'm always down for this. I mean, I await their bundles, their packages. I just await them with glee, with joy.
Yeah.
And it should be said, yes, I ordered myself a bundle and you a bundle.
Yes, because they don't ship outside of the UK and the US and Canada. So you very kindly have bought this, the bundle, which
you do the package swap thing, so it all evens out, and hopefully,
and that, like, in all fairness, like $80 for that bundle is like incredible,
especially if you're American.
Yeah,
especially if you're American. Yeah,
you're getting like a great deal there. I'm sure the import costs of this are going to be expensive, but I think Cauldron are worth it. So this is so. While we're here talking about Cauldron, if you were to pick one title from the collection that they have here, which one would you pick? You know what I'm going to pick.
Well, you go first.
Okay, I'm going to choose.
You go first.
American Rickshaw. American Rickshaw is just utter.
I knew you were going to pick that.
It's fantastic. It's got a side story about rats eating a note that comes to nothing whatsoever. It's got one of the most impressive slaps I think I've ever seen in movie history. It's got Donald Pleasance. It's got Mitch Gaylord just delivering some of the best lines I've ever heard someone say with a straight face. Terrific.
Yeah. It's really hard for me to pick because I enjoy everyone. I haven't picked up, I didn't pick up the Collingswood stuff. None of that. There were a couple waves that didn't speak to me, but I'm gonna sell it again, man. Murder in a Blue World. It just doesn't get enough shine, and Eloy de la Iglesia is amazing, and he really came, I guess, about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Severin and also Altered Innocence started putting out his stuff, but that one, Murder in a Blue World, is sort of like, whoa, what is this? And the meta nature of it really will throw you for a loop. I don't want to say too much about it, but yeah. Speaking of American Rickshaw, that was what made me reach out to Kat, because I was like, I love her commentaries, and so was this one, White Fire from Era.
Never heard of it.
I know you've never heard of it, and you used it as a mouse pad to troll me. And I told Kat that, and it makes her very, very sad.
Yes. So there we have it. A little look at Cauldron Films. Now, it's not a company that releases a lot. A couple of drops a year. Is that right about that?
Something like that, but they make it count. I always, again, I
Yeah.
look for them with, yeah, and they're it's just a small. It's Jesse Nelson, and then I guess he's got probably a few employees. Who knows? I don't know. Ryan from Disconnected would know because
Mm,
he's had him on his show and talked to him more. But it's just a small company. He runs Diabolic DVD, sorry, with a
right.
K. And
Mm.
but again, I don't think they can ship out to the UK. So I'm your Cauldron trafficker.
You are indeed, and I appreciate it.
I'm the Andrew Tate of Cauldron.
I think we need to cut off the beers. So that's it. Thanks for joining us again. Do not forget to click that link below and go and read Philip's article. It's definitely worth your time. We appreciate you dropping by to hear about Cauldron, and we suggest picking up any titles that you can. Support the label, check the films out. Pretty much, we agree that most of them are worth your time. Anything Italian, absolutely pick up. Yeah, 100%. As always, anything else to say, Philip? Where can people reach out and talk to you or see your stuff?
Well, again, just I've already pimped the article, and you can
YouTube
check
channel?
Graham's associated channels down below. Yeah, my YouTube channel, which I take somewhat seriously, somewhat not. If you're, I've dialed back the aggression. You're like, he's a little bit aggressive. Is how you sold it. And I had one video where it's like
It's a bit
I
groundskeeper
gained a bunch
Willie.
of subscribers. Exactly. That's what I was going for. So, but I had like an influx, and then they saw one video where I really go at a label, and I lost those subscribers. But I don't really care. But it's also unconventional. I did my kids announcement. I would definitely highly recommend you check that out because
Mm.
I did as a kid encounter one of the world's most famous child
Well,
molesters.
let's just stop there and
And
say
so
you need to go and watch the video and see what it's all about. Let's leave the hook
yeah,
dangling. So go and check out that
sure.
video. Yeah. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.